What is up, guys? Kevin from the KO Sports Corner. It really has been almost 3 months, I think. I have no idea, but we are back better than ever. I had to take a long hiatus. I said I would be back, but I guess I could start with I'm sorry, really. I mean, I know I haven't been posting a lot, but if you really did miss me, I've been on Fish Stripes doing my own thing over there. We've been covering games. I've been going to the stadium in person, going over the games. We've been doing the live streams with the Fish Stripes Unfiltered. So, if you really want Marlins related content, go over there. But we're back. We'll be posting a lot more. So today's the NBA Finals preview. Golden State Warriors versus the Boston Celtics. Unfortunately, it is not my Miami Heat versus the Golden State Warriors as they lost in 7 games just last night. I am recording this on May 30th, 2022. So let's just get right into it, looking at the rosters, look at how the matchups will really go about. So let's start with the Boston Celtics roster here. Obviously led by Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Then you also have the defensive anchors of Al Horford, Robert Williams, a very nice bench piece in Derek White. So this is a very interesting Boston team. I really like it. I mean, there's a reason why they beat the Miami Heat. They're the best defensive team in the playoffs. They have been so far this season. So I mean, I think Boston's going to be a very difficult team to play against, especially for a Warriors team that's led by absolute shooters Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, who I really do think Boston is going to lock them down. You looked at how the Boston Celtics stopped guys like Max Strus, Duncan Robinson when he was playing. They did not let Tyler Hero play in the second half, and in that first half he was completely locked up. He did not score. So that's how you've noticed. I mean, there's ways to stop guys like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, but going same on the defensive end, I mean, it was not easy to see that game. Game 7, the Miami Heat only shot 7 threes, so 6 threes. I'm sorry. So that explains a lot of how good this Boston Celtics defense has been. There are big issues, really foul trouble, we could say. In Game 7 itself, they got into big foul trouble. Marcus Smart had 4 fouls. Game 6, Boston was in big time trouble with fouls as well. So, when you look at these two teams, when Miami went up against Boston, it was a lot of defensive go-abouts. Very, very difficult. I mean, these teams were in foul trouble a lot because of how good their defenses are. But you look at Golden State, this is the team that solely goes on offense and their offensive anchors. I mean, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, arguably the best three-point shooters in the NBA right now. Steph Curry started off the season extremely hot. Klay Thompson comes in midway through the season, and now you have to look at guys like Jordan Poole on the bench, Andrew Wiggins, was an all-star starter this season, which is crazy to say, but Golden State is a really good team. Honestly, if Miami was going up against Golden State in the finals, I was going to say Warriors in 6. Golden State, I think, is going to win this against Boston in 6 as well, but that's my prediction. So how do I think Game 1 will go, which will be Thursday, June 2nd in Golden State? I do think Golden State will win that game. They're a lot more rested, unlike Boston, who just went into a 7-game series against the Miami Heat, and obviously, that was a very disappointing series. Games 1, 2, and 3, very disappointing. Game 4 as well. So Game 5, 6, and 7, a lot less disappointing, but Jimmy Butler, I mean, obviously probably should have deserved that MVP. I think it's the Larry Bird MVP trophy. I think he deserved it. Obviously, if Miami would have won that series, it would have been him. So, that series was a little bit disappointing. You go into the Mavericks series against the Warriors, Golden State just dominated from the get-go there. I mean, that Game 4 loss was just really, he would have lost just to finish it off in Golden State. That's what it really looked like, and that's what happened. Golden State won that final Game 5 game in Golden State to finish it off. So, yeah, very, very crucial stuff there. I mean, Golden State is just dominating the season. I think they were a 4th seed. They beat the Grizzlies. Obviously, John Morant wasn't there, so maybe that could have definitely impacted that series a lot. But you look at both teams, Boston and Golden State, and Boston's key is the defense. How are you going to stop Steph Curry and Klay Thompson when for Golden State, the key is how am I going to get Steph and Klay going this series when Boston has the best defense in the NBA, especially in the playoffs. It's been that. And how are your lack of big men for Golden State? Because really, James Wiseman is not even playing. So your only real big man is Kevin Looney. I guess Draymond Green is another defensive anchor there. He's probably one of the best defensive players in the NBA as a whole, but you're going up against the defensive player of the year in Marcus Smart. So that's how you have to look at these matchups. And How are you going to stop Robert Williams and Al Horford when they're both down there? And you can't even, you can't even count Grant Williams as well because that guy's really good in the playoffs this season. So you look at both teams and you have to see, does Golden State really have the edge in defense? And they really don't. How are you going to stop those type of guys when they're on offense? Because Boston is a very quick team. They like to move the ball around quickly. They make it happen. They're a very good fast break team. So in transition. So you look at both teams and you have to really think what is going to happen on that end. So I think that really does it for the preview. I think we previewed game 1 very well. Game 2, I think Boston will take that one, to be honest with you. Boston now gets the feel of how Golden State is playing. Golden State could kind of counter their defense a little bit, but I do think a lot of it will be due to the lack of rest that Boston had. So I think they'll take game 2 there, Boston. Then you go to game 3 and 4, which are both in TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. I do think Golden State will take both of those, giving the commanding 3-1 lead. Boston will take one in Golden State, which would be game 5. Then you go to game 6 in Boston. I think that's where Golden State will finish it off. That's going to be a fun series to watch, to be honest with you. I really wish Miami was in it. Unfortunately, they aren't. And if you really want to go back, we could take a deep dive to that 7-game set. I think that should be my next video. But let me know in the comments below what type of content you guys want to see. The NFL season is going to start up soon. The MLB seasons are underway. I think we'll be doing a video on that. We could do NBA mock drafts, MLB mock drafts, which I'm getting into now on Fish Stripes over there. But yeah, once again, like and subscribe, follow us for more content. We'll be posting a lot more, definitely. I mean, the goal is 300 subscribers right now. The big 1,000 is what I want to get to. But once again, this is just a little bit of an ease back into the grind, I guess you could say. So yeah, stay tuned for guests. We're going to get some good guests on here. I have some options. So yeah, my name is Kevin Barran. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.